What am I doing? Alrighty, welcome everyone to the first episode of the Purity Chunk account series, also a Ardoin chunk account. So basically what a chunk account is the RuneScape map can be divided into squares or chunks, and then from in there you have tasks that you must complete in order to roll to your next chunk. So looking at this, you may be questioning, okay, this is your first episode, why do you have 3 chunks? And that is because I did not plan to actually make YouTube videos about this. I had a few people kind of question and request me to make a series, so I figured I would give it a shot. So I started in the RD square chunk, which required me to get 80 thieving and 50 cooking to roll to my next chunk. So I got 80 thieving through paladins and also through thieving knights, and I got 50 cooking from killing rats in the RD sewers. So that took a little bit. That was about, I want to say, 3,000-ish giant rats, cooking all that meat. But once I got those 2 requirements, I was able to roll to my next chunk, which was Witchhaven. At the time, my rules were messed up, so I thought it was a free space, and I rolled to the north, to kind of, the farm area of RD. And then I realized that my rules were wrong. I kind of fixed them, and then I had to get the fire making and fletching and lookout requirements, so I banged those out real quick, just so I wasn't kind of, double dipping into a chunk. And here we are. So my current task now is 60 cooking, and the wonderful time staking 85 farming. And then if you're questioning why do I need 85 farming, it is because I have the ability to get a Torsal Seed from either a Hobgoblin, an Ogre, or a Master Farmer. So right now that's the goal, and then let's take a look at the account. Okay, and here we are with the account. So you can see I have some skills trained up already, obviously from the first chunk, and then kind of progression into these new chunks. So I had to get 80 thieving so I can roll out of my first chunk, and I had to get 50 cooking so I could roll out of my first chunk. So currently I have a total of 82, mainly from Master Farmers now, and 53 cooking from what I'm doing now in terms of, getting butter or cheese just so I can make pizzas or potatoes and kind of go from there. I've managed to get somewhat respectable, I guess we'll say, combat stats, and that's from killing hobgoblins underneath Witchhaven, which is primarily going to be my combat training just because they also give decent herbs and seeds. And I'm currently at 38 farming, which is a far way off from the 85 that I need. One of the good things, though, is that I can get a lower farming requirement of 82, and that is only if I get a random event from a sandwich lady, and she gives me a pie dish. So if I get a pie dish, I am able to create a garden pie, which will give me a +3 farming boost, and I can use that farming boost in order for me to get up to Torsal, and it saves me hours upon hours of farming either watermelons or snape grass once I'm at that level, which, if I can do, I will definitely take. Okay, so looking at the account, let's quickly go over the rules that I have set for my account. So, rule number 1 is I am allowing tools from Tutorial Island. This is mainly because without the tools, my tasks are kind of limited, so I'd like some variation in what I do, and then I can, kind of go from there. But otherwise, it's so strict that I would just get bored with the account, and I really want to play it. So that's rule 1. Rule 2 is Herblore will be a requirement once I have Druidic Ritual completed. So currently I did not make any exception or anything like that to where I unlock Herblore early. So as soon as I get that chunk unlocked and I complete the quest, everything pauses and I must catch up to whatever is the highest level potion available. Oh, level 54 cooking. But yeah, so I must catch up and get the highest level potion I can make with the ingredients available to me. So that's rule number 2. Rule number 3 is that item spawns in the game are fair play. So for example, this cooking apple right here, since it's a item spawn in the game and not dropped by a player or anything like that, which I wouldn't be able to take anyways because I am a hardcore Iron Man, but this is fair play. I can take this, I can use it for farming to protect strawberries, I can take the bowl that spawns over there to make stew. This is all open and available for me to use. So rule number 4 is items obtained from minigames will count towards my chunk completions. So for an example, if I roll to the fishing trawler, I will need to get full angler as long as I'm able to, in terms of access to fishing so I can train up to actually do the minigame. But minigame rewards will be required. The only exception I may make for this is if I roll to Castle Wars. The reason being is that the minigame itself for Castle Wars is a little too clan controlled, and it might actually kind of stall the series to a point where I don't want to play it. So Castle Wars may be the only exception I make to where I have to acquire minigame rewards. And then the last rule really is I must obtain items that are best in slot or quality of life for skilling. So example, a dragon pickaxe, the anger outfit, so on and so forth. With that, however, for the collection log slots, I am not requiring myself to camp a monster or a skill or anything like that until I get a pet or until I get a jar from a boss. That's mainly due to the rates, and I'm not necessarily looking to get RNG stuck on certain things. But this is a more recent rule introduction. That's why I don't have the best in slots in terms of like a bronze kite shield or a bronze med helm. I'll have to get those quickly before I can re-roll. But I don't want to limit the account to where I'm not having fun, and I'm just kind of doing a grind for a singular item, and that just doesn't interest me. So those are the main rules that I will be following on the account. All right, and last but not least, let's take a look at the bank so far. So to give a recap, I have a decent amount of a cash stack going right now. That's mainly from thieving, paladins and knights training up. You'll kind of see, the items from Tutorial Island that I kept, some bread from stalls, and some various things from fletching and all that. All of the armor that is from hobgoblins, which I'm just banking because why not? I can eventually sell it to a store or something like that. We have all of our meats from killing the giant rats, which I'm keeping for either meat pizza or for when I can make the stews. We'll go ahead and do that. Some various potatoes. The tomatoes that I am getting from farming, I will keep, and maybe I'll, keep checking on the stack, see how high it gets as we slowly progress. Some sweet corn I grew, which I then realized was not an optimal way to train up farming, mainly due to I can't protect them, and their grow time doesn't pay out the same as tomatoes. So tomatoes are kind of my optimal XP right now for farming until I can get watermelons. From there, some gems from stalls or random events, strawberries, which I can plant, and I do, because I can protect them with apples from inside the farmer house. And then a bunch of random event costumes that I kind of have collected. This would be the seed stack, so slowly growing. I'm currently at a total of 10,530 Master Farmers thieved, so this is going to slowly grow to where I can't keep up with it anymore, just because I'm not really planting potatoes or onions and that sort of thing. But the herbs I will be planting. I will try and constantly keep these moving, just because it's good farm experience, and then I'm going to need the herbs when I can eventually train herblore. And as you can see, I did already receive the torso seed from a master farmer, so I actually already have that ready and good to go once I get the level, which is fantastic, because at 71 farming, these are like a 1 in 10,000 drop rate. So I got it before having 71 farming, which is fantastic. My little herb collection so far, from either farm runs or killing hobgoblins themselves and just banking it. And then my runes. So I have Chaos runes from Paladins, just keeping those saved for when I eventually have to raise magic. And then Nature runes I have from the Nature rune chest that's in one of the houses. I did that early on just for some AFK thieving experience. So yeah, this is the bank as of now. Total of 3.62 million. Not bad for where I'm at. But we'll keep tabs on this and see how it grows as the account progresses on. So yeah, this is just an introduction to the account, kind of get you familiar with where I'm at and everything like that. And then what I'll be looking from you guys is some feedback. I know that I'm going to be doing farming and thieving master farmers and killing hobgoblins, which I know is not the most interesting content. So for now, would you prefer I just give periodic updates in terms of progress, and then we kind of review what I've gotten? Or do you want to see me include, some various clips of things like me getting the Torsal Seed, or if I manage to get a rare drop from a hobgoblin, that sort of thing? So yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys want, or any suggestions that you can think of, and I will definitely take that into consideration. As well, I am on Twitch if you guys want to follow me and check me out there. I try and go as live as I can with everything going on with work and stuff like that. So usually I'm only live for 2.5 to 3 hour bursts. But if you guys ever want to pop in, see what I'm doing, and check the account there, you can check me out on Twitch, and I will have my Twitch link in the description box below. So, yeah. Otherwise, this is episode 1 of the RD Chonk account, and I will see you guys in the next video.